The intergalactic diplomatic summit was proceeding smoothly until Lieutenant Jackson Rivera walked into the cantina on Zeta Station. The drunk human was supposed to be confined to quarters, but apparently, military discipline meant nothing when faced with the galaxy's finest alcohol collection. Rivera was a legend in all the wrong ways. He had once challenged a Vorthack warrior to arm wrestling just to prove humans had interesting physics. He had hacked into a Coltheran spatial fold calculator using nothing but a paperclip and pure stubborn determination. And once, he had convinced an entire Dominion battalion to retreat by simply running directly at them while screaming, making them question if humans were actually capable of feeling fear. Now, 3 drinks deep and holding what appeared to be a Rigelian Void whiskey, Rivera was about to do something catastrophically stupid. Ambassador Zwax Mora watched in horror as the human stumbled toward the table where High Commander Thresh Nak sat, the most feared military strategist in the known galaxy. The Thresh Nak had conquered 17 star systems. He had never lost a battle. He had never shown mercy. And he absolutely did not appreciate interruptions. "You," Rivera said, pointing directly at the commander with the kind of accuracy that only came from extreme intoxication. "You think you're scary. You think you're the toughest thing in the galaxy. You want to know what I think?" Thresh Nak's mandibles clicked, a sign of extreme agitation. "I do not care what a primitive thinks." Rivera sat down directly across from him uninvited. "That's the problem. You don't care. You just conquer. Well, let me tell you about my species, buddy." He took another drink. "We do stupid things. Really stupid things. The kind of things that should get us killed. But you know what we do instead?" Thresh Nak said nothing, though his hand drifted toward his weapon. "We survive them," Rivera continued, gesturing dramatically with his drink. "And then we do it again. On purpose. For fun. We have a saying, 'Hold my drink.' It means someone's about to do something impossibly dumb that should absolutely not work but might be hilarious. And somehow, we pull it off." The cantina had gone silent. Every species present was watching to see if this human was about to get vaporized. "Case in point," Rivera said, standing up unsteadily. "I'm about to challenge you to a game." "A game?" Thresh Nak's voice dripped with contempt. "Three-dimensional chess," Rivera announced. "You've conquered the known galaxy using pure military strategy. I'm going to beat you using nothing but pure intuition, chaos, and whatever this drink is doing to my brain chemistry." What happened next entered galactic legend. Thresh Nak, intrigued despite himself, agreed. They played in the cantina for 6 straight hours. Rivera made moves that violated every principle of strategic warfare. He sacrificed his most powerful pieces for no tactical advantage. He ignored obvious winning positions to pursue bizarre attacks that should have failed. By all calculations, he should have lost within the first hour. Instead, he won. The victory made no logical sense. Every military analyst who reviewed the game concluded that Rivera's moves were either brilliant beyond comprehension or the result of someone playing completely randomly. Thresh Nak himself couldn't explain how he had been outmaneuvered by an intoxicated human using tactics that shouldn't work. "Your species fights like you're insane," Thresh Nak finally said. "Exactly," Rivera grinned, raising his glass. "That's why you should be terrified of us. See, you conquer planets because you plan everything. You calculate every variable. You eliminate uncertainty. But humans? We thrive on uncertainty. We make it up as we go. We do things that don't make sense and somehow win anyway." He paused for effect. "And that's when we're just goofing around drunk. Imagine what we do when we're actually trying." Thresh Nak processed this information as the entire cantina watched. The High Commander had conquered 17 systems using perfect strategy. This human had beaten him using no strategy at all, just chaos, intuition, and a willingness to do something monumentally stupid. Within the week, the story had spread across every star system, every trading network, every military database in the galaxy. It wasn't the victory that terrified them. It was what it represented. Humans didn't fight to win. They fought because it was interesting. They didn't calculate odds, they bent them through sheer audacity. They did impossible things because the alternative was boring. And worst of all, they could convince others to help them do equally insane things. 3 months later, Rivera was promoted to captain. When asked why the military was advancing a man who regularly violated protocol, got drunk, and challenged powerful aliens to games, the response was simple. Because when we need to do something impossible, we need someone willing to say, "Hold my drink," and actually pull it off. The universe learned to fear humans who said those words, because the universe had never encountered a species that made victory from nonsense, triumph from chaos, and legend from the simple phrase, "That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's do it." Kindly like and subscribe channel. Thank you.